Don't go anywhere. I'm going to start with my conclusion first. Dan. So over the last couple of years, I've received a bunch of lasers to review. This here is easily the most professional and polished laser of the bunch, and there's a bunch of features on it that I absolutely love and really didn't even know were a thing. Now, if you're out there and you've used a bunch of different lasers, maybe you've already experienced these wonders, but to me, they were eye-opening, a game changer, and now kind of integral to any laser going forward. Don't get me wrong, I love my Creality Falcon 2. It has a large cutting area, fairly inexpensive for lasers, and I have it as a 40 watt right now, which is great. This, on the other hand, comes fully enclosed. I'm cutting leather almost all the time, which is a huge stink. This fully enclosed laser vents that smoke a lot easier. If I had to pick my favorite feature on this though, it is definitely that it has a camera inside it. I don't know how I didn't understand that a bunch of lasers have cameras in them, but this one has a camera in it. I cut a lot of leather and various size pieces. I got tons of scrap here. Tons. A ridiculous amount of scrap. What I've been doing is running to the Creality. I just run over and watch the outline and shift the piece around, and then run back and shift the piece around. It's a little time consuming and annoying. This takes a photo, it's in the WeCreat software, you position your piece, and there you go. Easy. On top of that, it has an autofocus feature. That's a thing. I didn't know it was a thing. Obviously, it should be a thing, but hey, you learn something every day. I wasn't sure that I would use the WeCreat software. I was kind of convinced that it would be subpar, but everything about this laser so far is really polished, including the software. I found it easier to use than Lightburn, honestly, which is kind of strange, but there's something about it that is really simple and easy to understand, and it did exactly what I wanted it to do very quickly. So the pros for me, starting at the top, are it has a camera, autofocus, it's enclosed, the software is actually really good. It's not just thrown in for the hell of it. So overall, this is an incredible piece of equipment, and I'm super happy that WeCreat sent it to me and trusted me to do a video of it. So considering how much I've gushed over this laser so far, I'm sure you're wondering if there are any cons. The Creality Falcon 2 has the largest surface area of any laser I have been sent, and I considered it probably the smallest that I would ever want, considering that I do a lot of large armor pieces. I'm cutting out big chunks of armor and engraving it with different designs. This is still fairly big. I wouldn't call it small at all, but it's definitely not the size of the Creality Falcon 2. Not to mention, because the Creality Falcon 2 is sitting on feet, you can put a very large chunk of leather under it that is like outside its cutting area, for instance. This, you're very much restricted to the size of the laser, which has got a lot of space. Like it is, for the average person, plenty of space, I think. But you might want to think about that if you're doing armor like myself. Once I receive this laser, it is my go-to for anything that'll fit in it. I can't pretend it's not. There's no reason for it to not be the one that does everything that'll fit in it. It's awesome. I love it. It's great. A couple of other things you might want to think about. It currently only has a 20 watt head. Probably fine for most people. In fact, that 20 watt head will cut up to at least 16 ounce leather. So that's as high as I go. That's really heavy leather. It'll do the job quite fine. My Falcon 2 has a 40 watt on it, and I could swap that onto there. Like I could buy the Falcon 2 22 and get the parts for the 40. I don't think they have anything higher than the 20 watt right now. I'm sure they will. At the beginning of this video, you saw this raise up. It helps you get your project in underneath the laser module and sets everything up for your autofocus. Another advantageous part of this whole raising feature is rotary tool attachments and doing things like glasses and mugs and stuff like that, which if that's what you want to do, look no further. 100%, this is your laser. And on top of all of that, you're going to have to take into consideration price. Kind of an important factor. The 22 watt Creality Falcon 2 will be much less than this WeCreat laser, and the Creality Falcon 2 40 watt will be a bit less than this WeCreat laser. But this laser's bells and whistles are well worth the extra price if that's in your price range. So if I've piqued your interest and you want to know more about the WeCreat, I've got a link in the description of this video as well as a coupon code. If you use that link and that coupon code, I get a little kickback, which helps me do what I do and supports this channel. Thanks. Hey, just a quick heads up, if you're looking for medieval, fantasy, and Viking-inspired patterns and art, you can check out my website or my Patreon. Both have PDF patterns as well as laser SVG files. Can't go wrong. It's a little heavy. It's way heavier than I was expecting it to be. Let's just get into this thing. Some board for testing. Oh, there's a laser bed inside this. It's good that there's a note on that. Oh, laser bed inside this as well. Okay. Using every little bit of this packaging. A little scratched on the top here. A little scratched. Don't know why, but it'll be okay for me. I wonder what gouged this, because it wasn't in the packaging. Looks cool. Can I just lift this out of here? I don't know about that. I got an idea. Might be the first time I've needed a ladder to get a laser out of a box. And it's yet to be seen if I even accomplish that task. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. I got you. I got you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy. Moved my whole table. That's not necessarily a good plan. Well, that's that. I guess I gotta plug it in and take a look at it. This feels a little anticlimactic, if you know what I'm talking about. It's out of the box. Oh. It's got that new plastic smell. Aha! Boxes and stuff. What do we got in here? A super solid mount for your exhaust. USB printer cable screwdriver. Bunch of bits. I don't know what this is. A pen? No idea. Hosiness of the hoses. Very compact power supply, seems compact. We've got the air assist and our rotary tool, which I'm yet to use a rotary tool. Looks sturdy enough for me. I've solved the problem that I couldn't figure out. This is for the Wi-Fi. It has Wi-Fi? Got our antenna port, exhaust port, all of our power switches and USB, our air input, air assist power. Last thing I want to do is be like He-Man and break this thing, because I'm so strong. Did you know there is a 500-person Dark Horse Workshop Discord community with like-minded crafters and creators, bunch of different channels to look at? Go check that out, a link in the description down below. If you're interested in seeing what you can do with a laser like this, check this video out right here. This is a really cool crown I made. And until next time, keep on being creative in whatever it is you do.